Hi, I'm Matt Madden. I'm an American cartoonist. I've been living in Angoulême for the last 4 years in residence at something called La Maison des Auteurs. That's a residency for cartoonists and animators based here in Angoulême, and it's part of the larger institution called La Cité Internationale de la Bande Dessinée et de l'Image. And that includes my residency, the Maison des Auteurs. It also includes a bookstore, a library, a restaurant, a movie theater, and the museum, le Musée de la Bande Dessinée, which is where I came down today to visit, to talk to you guys a little bit about a project they're doing to renovate and preserve this amazing work by the French artist Calvo from the late 1940s called Les Aventures de Rosalie. So Calvo is an artist that I was not very aware of until I moved to Angoulême 4 years ago. And I'd come across the cover of a book called La Bête est morte, The Beast is Dead, which was a book he did about a kind of allegory with Disney-like animals about the Nazis. And with a big bad wolf who's like a Nazi, I think, on the cover. And I was always very struck by that, and I thought it was, I assumed it was a contemporary artist drawing in a sort of old-fashioned Disney style. So I was quite surprised to learn that Calvo was actually a contemporary artist in the 30s and 40s, and this dates from that period. And then coming here to the museum in Angoulême, Jean-Pierre Mercier has brought me numerous times into the archive, and every time we visit, he always brings out this book to show off to visiting artists, because it's such a pride of the collection, and it's such an amazing work of visual imagination and color design and anthropomorphism. You know, you can see clearly a big Walt Disney influence, but Calvo really had a very particular and very eccentric visual style and imagination. You can see some yellow kid even in here, some elk called. So, as I understand it, Calvo had this album made of this collection of this work of Rosalie, and which says something about the importance he placed on the original pages, and that he wanted to have it conserved in this kind of way. And unfortunately, and he probably sent it to a bookbinder in his town at that time. But it's also the reason why this project is so important, because it's all the glue is probably not the best. It dates from the the 40s or 50s, and you can see on this page they're all where time has made the paper start to buckle a bit, which is causing little cracks through all of on the paper and also through the paint, depending on the different pigments that he's using. But what's incredible is, despite these minor things, just the amazing vividness of the colors that have not faded at all. I don't know what kind of gouache or what kind of toxic lead-filled paints he was using, that it's like some radioactive gouache that he was using. He's got amazing oranges, bright blues, and throughout the work, the color design is just incredible, and the actual colors, and the fact that it's so. When you think about other cartoonists and animators, like a Disney thing, or you think about Polly and her pals, or even Winsor McCay, you can see relationships there, but none of them were quite as vivid or quite as detailed in a kind of painterly, illustrative way as Calvo. It's not just a flat color like a Hergé, like a Tintin kind of thing, but lots of modeling. There's all kind of the light design and shadows, and they're not just black shadows. They're color shadows. He's using different hues of the colors to create the shadows. And it's just a really incredible work. And another thing you can see in these pages is the little butts, the level of the extremeness of the anthropomorphism, right? I mean, that's like a common thing in cartoons and in comics, but this is I think only more recently in people like Julie Doucet or Max Anderson, in the sort of more independent comic scene, do you see this kind of extreme use of anthropomorphized everyday objects. So you have a hammer, an oil can, a broom, all very vividly brought to life in very, complete detail and shading and lighting, and right down to the various anatomical parts. So just an incredible work.